Hey everyone, what up? Luke here from What Tech Review, back again with the review of PlayBook 2.0, so let's get started. This is PlayBook 2.0, and basically it's a software update that BlackBerry released for all their playbooks last week, and it's a really cool update that adds a ton of functionality to your playbook, from adding things like integrated mail and contacts and calendar, to adding the ability for developers to bring their Android apps over to the BlackBerry platform so that BlackBerry users have more to choose from. So it's a really great user-friendly update to the BlackBerry OS. Just to go over some of the interface changes, BlackBerry hasn't done a ton to change it, but they've done a few. As you can see now, we used to have different panes, like on BlackBerry 7, where you can see we have panes for all. We can go to favorites, media, downloads, frequent, and they had things like that on the playbook where you have different panes for different things. Now, as you can see, we have a dock. There's no going back and forth, and you can put whatever you like in the dock. If I hit up, you can see that I have some of my apps out, like pictures, music, camera, but I also have folders. So here's like productivity, games, and folders is a nice new feature brought to this OS, and it adds a lot of functionality that users have been wanting, because I feel that having things like this where you have all your apps and you have to look through all those is very cumbersome to look through. And the addition of these cool folders where you can even see some of the apps that are inside it really adds something users have been looking for and makes it much more organized when you're going through your playbook looking for an application that you want. You don't have to scroll through a ton of apps to look for a game or go through a ton to look for an Office app. It's much easier to organize it yourself, lay it out however you'd like, and you know you can always find it in that folder that you made or wherever. Also, if we just open up something like messages, we'll swipe up, you can see the windows when you are exiting out of an app kind of look much different when multitasking. There's now a gray bar at the bottom with the name of the app, as well as an X in the corner where you can close it like normal. Or if I reopen that and I put it back up, you can still just swipe out. So, slightly different look. Overall, the OS did not change its styling too much. Some of the apps have a new look, which I'll go over a little later in features. But overall, cool new update and just a little different. Okay, so just to go over some of the new features in the update, BlackBerry has really added a lot to make it a really great OS. So as I talked about before, we have new things such as messages, which just has all your email, and it's a really nice multi-pane interface, much like the contacts, which I'll give you a quick glimpse at in a minute. As you can see, we can just click on different messages, and on the side you can see we have all our options to reply, forward, common tasks. And if we go up here into the settings, we go over to accounts, you can see I only have my WetTech account in here right now. But if I hit add a new one, we can also integrate cool features like Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, so they can add those contacts into your contact application, and also give you Facebook reminders for birthdays and things like that on your calendar, or you can view your friends' latest tweets. So it really tries to integrate all these social aspects into the new update. We can take a look at contacts. If we go into contacts, once again, it's just a 3-pane look. As you can see, and we'll just swipe up. And if we go into calendar, calendar really has a nice feature that I haven't seen on anything else really. As you can see, the 22 is huge, and that's because on that day I said I have a review the whole day, so it thinks I'm busy. So this calendar is really cool because every time you make an event, it'll make the number bigger. So you know if you look on one day you're super busy or on one day you're free, depending on how big the numbers are. And it's just a nice feature to have, so if you're taking a quick glimpse at your calendar, you can tell someone, oh, I think I'll be busy this day, or oh no, I'm free this day. So we can just try doing that now. So if I said adding something on the 27th, and we'll just say the subject is hi, and 6:45 to 7:45 is fine. Check it. The 27 got a little bigger than the other numbers around it, so you know that you have something that day. Not as much as the 22nd, where I said I did a review for 24 hours long, but the number did get bigger. So it's an easy way to look at your calendar, know what you have going on and what you don't. In addition to those features, the BlackBerry still has features that it had before, such as the music player, video player, music store, but now they've added a video store, which is really cool. And although it doesn't have a huge selection at the time, it will give BlackBerry users a chance to purchase videos directly on the device, whereas before they had to add them themselves. And if we go into BlackBerry Bridge is a feature they've had since the beginning. And if we just go into something like messages, it'll contact my BlackBerry smartphone here, and all the information's pulled off the smartphone. So as you can see, slightly different interface because it's being pulled off. But they have BlackBerry Bridge for messages as well as contacts, calendar, BBM, memo pad, tasks, and it's a really nice feature to have. But they've added some really nice features to make it even better. So if we go into the smartphone, let's just go over to the BlackBerry Bridge app. Let's open it again. So there's now an option that says use remote control, and if we click that, right now it's not working on mine, but yeah, no. But what it does is it allows you to basically remote control your BlackBerry from a distance. So if your BlackBerry is connected to a TV and you're watching a movie, you can use your smartphone to control it without having to get up at all. Around the screen they add like a fake bezel that you can use for when we do things like that, and do things that you need the bezel for, which is really nice, as well as using your finger just to navigate around. In addition, you can just pop up your virtual keyboard there, or if your BlackBerry has a physical keyboard, you can use that as well to type things in. In addition to the cool new Bridge features, we can open up App World. In App World, although it may have some of the same apps, they have incorporated Android apps into it where they let developers develop apps for it, and they've given it this shiny brand new interface, which is really nice. These nice big panes so you can see some of the top and featured applications, as well as doing things that Apple kind of does, where they have things on the homepage like apps for business, and they have free games here, and then you can look at some other applications. And that's a really nice new look for the App World, and it just makes it have a nicer and more appealing look to it. So those are just some of the features of BlackBerry OS 2, and overall it incorporates a lot of the features that users have been wanting since the tablet first came out, such as the integrated applications for email and contacts and calendar, as well as adding extra ones for BlackBerry users that might want to control their BlackBerry from the other side of the room. And I feel that with these new features, it really helps put this tablet up there in the tablet market and makes it a real contender to other tablets like it out there. The BlackBerry OS 2.0 update is currently available for free to current BlackBerry users, and if you'd like to look at a BlackBerry PlayBook, you can go out to a local retail store or any of the websites in the description to check one out and see it for yourself. If you have any suggestions, comments, or you want to learn more about wet tech, please go ahead and visit our website at wettech.net, or you can visit us at contact@wettech.net. And as always, rate, subscribe, and comment. Thanks. See you next time.